Hi guys, it's a special New Year video for you. I really wanted to shoot this video because I really feel like I want to share everything that I had during this year, and I want to remember it on my own because this year seemed very, very long for me. It seems to me like 3 or 4 years ago, and I think that it's because a lot of things changed during this year, because my life changed completely in different areas, in different spheres. And I can say that in spite of this COVID-19, a lot of good things happened during this year to me, and that's why I want to I remember everything today and to share a little bit of my life with you. And so let's start. This year, 2020, it started from the trip because we celebrated New Year in Hungary, in Heves. It's a little place there with thermal lakes, I think they're called in English. And we have been there before, it's like 2 times. And we really like this place because it's like a little quiet place where you can feel happier, and also it's very good, of course, for example, for my granny, because she can improve her health, and so we all can. So everything was quite well. We celebrated New Year there, and I think we stayed there for a week or even more after New Year. And we also visited Austria, Vienna, and I'm really happy about it because I can't believe that it was this year that I was there. And I remember we were walking in Austria, and I told my mom that I want to continue learning German. And this fact, just remember it because it will be connected with the facts, with the things that happened in my life later. I don't know where it came from that I wanted to start learning German, maybe because we were in Germany too many times, or I don't know what else. Just something in me told me to do it. And then we came back home, and actually, I started to prepare for my entrance exams. So I was still at school. I can't believe that this year I was still at school, and that I finished it this year. Wow, it seems so long ago. So I prepared for my entrance exam. That was on the 11th of March, and actually I didn't go to school a week or two before the exam. And the funniest thing that after the entrance exam, that by the way I really liked, and when I finished it, I was just like, inside of me, I want to do it again because I liked it, and I was quite confident that I passed the exam and that I entered the university I wanted. But anyway, after this exam, the quarantine started, and we had our school only online. So it seemed to me that I passed the exam and I finished the school at the same time. And then this time of quarantine, that was not always easy for me, because at the beginning I was too productive, and then I was too lazy, maybe, but not lazy, I was too tired maybe of the same things every day. When you wake up, when you study, when you learn something, when you do something, you watch the TV, you read books, and you go to sleep, and again every day the same things. So at some point I was tired of it, and I think that things during the quarantine, important things that happened during this quarantine, was the news about my enrollment to the Finnish university. I was very happy to know it. And another thing is that I started learning German, and I was quite surprised because, when you start learning the language on your own, it usually ends very, very quickly. It was like with French, this thing what with French. Many times I tried to learn it, but I couldn't. And with German, it was something different. I really started to learn it. I used many sources, and I really felt like it's not too hard for me. So yes, I continued learning it. Not started because I had it at school, but I didn't really like it because I changed schools and the programs changed. So I had to either learn it harder or just to quit doing it, and I chose the second variant, and I didn't like the language actually back then, but I really like it now. So yes, I can say thank you to quarantine because I started learning German. And I think it's a good beginning, and I think it will definitely lead to something bigger in my future. And the next thing is exams at school, final exams at school, and the prom. We didn't have anything like we have our last call and we have our prom online, but we organized our prom ourselves. We rented like a space where we just had a party. To tell the truth, I didn't like it very much because I'm not a very party person. But anyway, it was something. It was the last thing before my move, and now we came to the most interesting part of this year. Like a lot of things happened. Like, can you imagine that all these things that I'm talking about, they were only in 1 year? It's awful and it's incredible at the same time. So then it was my move to Finland, and it was new university, new place of living. I'm alone, I'm without parents, and new people everywhere. I would like to say that I have a lot of friends now, but it won't be true because I don't have a lot of friends. I have new people who I know, I have people who I communicate with, but they are not actually my like real best friends or real friends that I share my secrets with. No. But anyway, new connections, new networks, new people, and it all I think influenced me to some extent. I had to be more open, I had to be more communicative than I really was. And at this time when you learned at school how to get acquainted with people, and you was approximately with the same people for this 11 years, and then you came to a new atmosphere, to a new environment, and you have to get acquainted with people again, and you are somehow lost because you do not really remember well how to do it because you did it a lot of time ago. And but anyway, you have to learn it again, and in I think in the age of teenagers and from 18 and older, it's harder to do it. It is harder to let people inside of you, to let people see you, who you really are, and what you really want, what you really like, what are your preferences, and what do you want from them. But anyway, I think it's a good thing to mention. And also, COVID-19, I think it influenced my studies, and it influenced in a way that we didn't really have a lot of activities for students. Maybe I didn't feel this international atmosphere that I wanted to feel, that I was supposed to feel, that I expected to feel. And maybe because of it I was a little disappointed, and it was harder. This change was harder than it could really be, but we have to cope with this situation, and I hope that it will end during during my second year of studies. I hope that it will end, everything will become at least quieter, at least less strict during the summer of the next year. And as for studies, I can say that I expected a little bit different, and I was disappointed to some extent, but I also found a lot of good things about these studies. I think I will shoot another video about the studies about the whole semester, and I will devote the whole video to the theme of studies and pay more attention to education, what I expected and what really was there. But now I would like to say that I'm more satisfied with the studies than not. And also, I had some German improvements because I continued learning German more intensively, and I had a German course at the university. Unfortunately, I won't have German 2 during this spring semester, but I hope to continue learning German on my own because I like this language, and I'm thinking about going to German speaking country later in my life, but it's just my thinking, just my dreams, just things that now I'm processing in my mind. But anyway, we'll see what will be in my future. And 10 passed, and I think I became more independent. I became more maybe goal oriented because now I understand more that I have to do lots of things and I'm responsible for my life and no one else will tell me what to do. But I'm still kind of lost, and I would say that it's not the feeling of like I'm lost, is the feeling that I'm searching. I'm searching what I like. I'm searching what I would like to develop. I'm searching what spheres I'm good at, what I'm bad at. I'm trying to be more productive in all things concerning social media and YouTube as well. But I think that what I do is not enough. So I hope that in 2021 I will be more productive and I will shoot more videos, I will share more information, and I will create more interesting content. And the last thing I want to tell you here, the last thing that happened during this year, but it's still not over. But anyway, I came back to Russia. Yes, congratulations to me. I hope that I will come back to Finland also without any problems. But I came back to Russia and I saw my parents and I saw my family. And I'm very happy because it was planned that they would come to me, but it's not possible according to the situation. So I'm very happy that it happened like this, that I'm here now and I celebrate New Year with my family. Yeah, so that's it. And to conclude all these things, I would like to say that this year was not bad. In spite of COVID-19, in spite of quarantine, in spite of some bad things that happened, and they always happen and they will, this year was not bad. And you know, if I compare myself at the beginning of this year and at the end of this year, I can say that a lot of things changed. The way I look at things, the way I think about things, my outlook, my ideas, me as a person, people around me, everything has changed. All these things has changed and all these things became better, all these things improved, and I didn't stay at the same place. I feel better and I understand that I have some improvements. I had some improvements, but I hope even to improve better, even to have more things, new things, better things, maybe even harder things, because if I want to achieve something, of course it won't be easy, but I hope to have all this during the next year. And what I would like to say you at the end of this year, in the last video during this year, is that take everything good with you. And even if a lot of bad things happen during this year, don't think about it. Think about positive things, think about good things, because you can't change what has happened, but you can change what will come next in the next year. That's it. So I tried to make this mysterious magic atmosphere today, but anyway, I'm very happy that we are now going to the next year with you, and I hope I will see you and you will see me actually more during the next year. Thank you for watching this video. Have a nice year. Happy New Year.